Welcome back, everybody, to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Probably the worst case we've ever played. This case makes absolutely no sense to me. I hope we finish this up right here, so let's continue on with the trial. Oh, in this case, so bad. We've lost so much health, and we've gone really far, so I think we want to be really careful this time. So, let's go. I can't believe it. Acro? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, unbelievable.
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
He did? Psst, psst, God. My, he's just a little twerp, isn't he?
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, pal. Oh.
You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Ah, Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways.
Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Now, why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, Detective? Ho, well, if you insist.
Now about that evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
The result of our investigation. You can look at it later.
Won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
That's why this is all a secret.
Huh?
Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan.
Really? It doesn't seem like that. We've lost a bunch of health.
Von Karma looked like she was in a pretty big hurry, though.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into place.
Final plans?
Uh-huh. That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Judgment comes at the very last instant. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm going home.
What do you mean by that? The very last instant part?
Everything he said seemed pretty cryptic to me.
Oh, one more thing.
Don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. Huh? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy, so hurry up and drink it before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me?
Oh, poor guy. Oh, this is really, really terrible.
This court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings? Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Oh, jeez. Oh. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he held in such esteem.
You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. That was a pretty short testimony. I didn't really hear any contradictions. So I don't think we really need to do any. I don't want to do any more cross-examining. That's the other thing, too. I'm sick of this case. There's no need to cross-examine this witness.
What's that?
Why was the ringmaster murdered? There's no need to delve into that bit of testimony when I know the answer already.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
What was Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me?
Oh. Not at this moment, because we still need to present this scarf for later on, kind of later in this kind of second part. So I don't think I can.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Yeah, that's what I thought. Because of his lion killing Bat. It makes perfect sense. Your foolish attempts to fool us like fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of the things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? Wait, what? I'm saying that the target of the witness's murder plot was not the Ringmaster. He did not plan to kill Russell Berry. What? Maybe he was planning, yeah, he was planning to kill Max. Because he was it was in his costume.
Order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Ow!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Oh. Jeez, it's getting crazy. Now hold on, it seems a bit obvious. A bit obvious. Oh! Have we presented this to the court yet? I totally forgot about this note! That just changed my mind right there. Conclusive evidence what took place. Meet at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. The murder. 6 months ago. So maybe it was Regina. Or that he was trying to kill. But instead he ended up killing Russell. And I still have a little bit of health left, so if it's not Regina, then I'll do Max. Alright. Take that! Regina Berry?
This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? Because of the note. And maybe we should present the note next to back that up.
Objection!
Makes sense to me. You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Because of the note. Take that! Oh, jeez. Take that! There we go. Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this? Oh, it's a piece of paper that we found inside the Ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 o'clock p.m. Oh, yes, baby. I'm glad I looked through my court record.
So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
There's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the Ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than the Regina Berry!
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean the Ringmaster, read the note? That's correct. The Ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina!
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. That's the game right there. That's totally the game.
I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bus fly. That makes perfect sense.
Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish, you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Uh-huh, that's a line in the note, alright. Well then, if the note was sent to Regina Berry, it must mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Oh, so he was gonna sacrifice himself! Ooh, man, that's tough.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron.
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
Save our game. Sorry guys, it's just a garbage truck. It's Monday.
Are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Okay.
Really, Nick? I think so.
Oh, sorry. I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing.
The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually...
Oh. Here's what we gotta think. What? That was in the wooden box? I thought the bus was in... Oh, wait. Okay, we've kind of cleared that up already. Okay, sorry. I was so confused at this. What is the... Contains pepper. Pepper. Where have we heard that? Where have we heard that? Where have we heard that before?
Achoo! Oh! Achoo! 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 Achoo!
Jeez. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. We've heard this before.
What do you mean?
We already heard about this earlier in our investigation. The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside.
BAM! Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you could draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Maybe she was trying to kill Bat back 6 months ago. Because she had to choose between the two guys. Either Bat or Trilo. I think that makes sense to me. I'm gonna try it.
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead.
Technically,
Technically it's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him?
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Alright, taking a break. We'll be back.